Howdy, y'all, and welcome to Volume 18 of the Songwriter Sessions here at Wilson Valley Mercantile. This is in anticipation of the Songwriter Roundup coming up on April 16th. Today we are featuring Tony and Cindy with Leavin Page Town. Well, thank y'all for joining me today. Of course, we've got Ely with us, and then Tony and Cindy of Leavin Page Town.
Hello.
And
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, y'all. Y'all have been to the tasting room one time before last year. You're traveling in from Minnesota?
That's right. Yes, Minnesota.
Just told me that you left in January.
January
and
3rd.
have been touring all over. So that's really great. We're glad that y'all are going to stop in for the roundup. Would like to mention that the next roundup, this is for the April 16th roundup that Ely hosts here in our tasting room. And let's dive into some questions. And I think the first thing that our audience might like to hear is tell us about where the name Leavin Page Town came from and how that's became y'all.
Absolutely.
Well, we're from Page Township. It's a rural area in Minnesota. The closest big town to us is about 8 miles away, and there's one stoplight there.
He says big town,
Big town, yeah.
very
big
loosely.
town, one stoplight. That's where I was born and raised. My brother and I have had a business there all my life, and then Cindy and I we've built our forever kind of landing spot, our forever home there together. So it's just, we feel like it's always going to be our core spot, our landing spot. And we wanted to kind of have a name that meant something and meant something going home. And we really liked how it ended up. You know, Leavin Page Town can kind of mean different things to different people as well, as far as writing and page and all of the things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to our roots for sure.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, I like that too.
Thank you.
So speaking of roots, tell us about where your storytelling roots is and kind of the grit and what the journey has been from Minnesota to Texas.
Yeah. You want to start? Or you want me to go?
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right. Well, I guess my journey is I've been a working man since I was like 12 years old. Everything from concrete and landscaping and mowing hay and building fence. And then, like I said, my brother and I have had actually a logging and sawmill business in Page Township the rest of my adult life. And from that life experience, I feel like that's where a lot of our songs come from. We feel like that's the best songs, is actual things that people have lived and experienced and run by. And that, I guess, led into my musical journey. Was a good friend of mine. We spent a lot of time in his parents' garage and drinking beer and making really bad decisions when we were young, as I think most of us did. And his dad would sit and play that guitar and sing Your Cheating Heart or Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, and he'd play harmonica, and something connected with me on that, and that's kind of the reason I picked up a guitar. I was like, man, if I could sing around a campfire or in a garage, that'd be just the coolest thing. And every time I would get a little bit farther and make that step where, hey, I can sing around a campfire, then I'm going to sing in the corner of this little local bar. I did tunes on Tuesday nights where for like 2 years horribly made people listen to me. Like, I feel bad for them. And then I made the bar owner, after a year, I think, I said, you have to start paying me $1 to do this so I can say I'm a paid musician. But it's been a fun journey because that developed into, we put a band together, and had a cover band called Dram Shop Country, where we did a lot of county fairs and
Street dances
and bars, dive bars, just everything, patios. And it was a blast. And Cindy joined in to that band. We said about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now.
Yep, we met through mutual friends, and it's kind of cool that music brought us together and performed together for, like Tony said, close to 10 years total in that band, Dram Shop Country, and had a great time. The musicians were awesome. We just had so much fun. And then about 2 years ago, we launched Leavin Page Town. We just kind of wanted to do our own thing and maybe write some of our own music and do things a little bit differently.
Yeah, we wanted to tour, and we wanted to, like Cindy said, we had some songs on the burner, and we really wanted to explore the writing side of that, and releasing our own music. And once we released that first song, it was like adrenaline rush, and we're like junkies now. We loved the whole process of all of it. And the best part of all of it is like all the people we get to meet along the journey through music and through the travel is like it's hard to explain how great it really is. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, my favorite part is connecting with people through music. I think it's so special, and how a song, it can mean something to me, but it could mean something completely different to you. And I just love that so much. It's very cool.
Fun.
Very cool.
One tie-in I'd like to throw out there, just maybe it's for some conversation on the night of the roundup. Ely's from East Texas, and there's lots of sawmills, lots of logging out there. So maybe y'all can share stories about that
Yeah.
at some point in time.
Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I noticed that you have a Whiskey Jam hat on.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know any of the Whiskey Jam cats up in Nashville? Or is that something that y'all performed at, or?
We have not performed at, but we spend a little. We love going to Nashville. We've done writers rounds in town.
Yeah.
Different ones. We've not done Whiskey Jam. It's on the bucket
Maybe
list,
someday.
I used to live there. I lived there for 2 years, and I got to watch Whiskey Jam kind of become what it is now. Because when I was there, it was still in Winners and Losers, which I think they still do some shows there. But they've gone into the Ryman on certain occasions when they have a big anniversary show or something. So it's really cool to see that brand making its way around. Hopefully that'll be the Wilson Valley Mercantile Roundup one day.
There you go.
It'll say
Maybe
Wilson
it will be.
Valley right here.
Yes.
Speaking of anniversaries, we had our 3-year anniversary of the roundup here at the distillery last weekend.
We
Actually,
saw
the
that.
anniversary was about a month ago, but we celebrated it the last roundup.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats on that.
Great
Thank you.
music.
It's
Y'all
huge.
missed some crawfish etouffee I made.
And
Dang.
that's we are.
It's on our list
we
to
are
go get some
We are
crawfish.
targeting. We're looking for crawfish, and it's not that hard to
Man,
find.
I don't mean to segue into a whole crawfish talk, but it's been a hard year for me. I've been to 2-3 different places, and it just hadn't been there. I don't know. It's either not spicy or it's spicy and not salty enough. Like I haven't had a good batch to just make me sweat yet.
Yeah.
I think generally if you're sweating after you eat, you've eaten too much, Ely.
There you go.
Is it a meat sweat or is it a spicy sweat?
With the crawfish tangent out of the way, I'm going to bring us back to some musical questions. So, for y'all, what's it like? It's kind of a unique dynamic writing with a spouse, I think. And, how does that work with y'all? And is somebody the editor, or is somebody the one that brings up most of the lyrics, or what? Tell us about how that works.
Yeah. Well, so every song except for one recent one we've written together, and every once in a while we'll have a co-write with another musician or songwriter friend, which we really love doing that. We love the collaboration with other people, get a different perspective on the song, even if it's something really personal to us. Sometimes it's cool to bring it to someone else to see, okay, bring this home, see what does this mean to you, type of thing. But writing together, I guess everyone is a little bit different, I would say.
Yeah, I think every time, depending on the song, it is really, there's been some where Cindy's been really heavy on the lyric side, and I'm really heavy on the melody side, and I guess...
I like a melody first, personally, and then kind of plug in the words according to the melody, and some people do the opposite. They like the words first. But I will tell you a cool story if I can. I just mentioned I wrote my first song by myself 2 weeks ago, I think it was. I finished it. So I had this, thank you, I had an idea. I wanted to write a song about Tony, for Tony and about Tony. And I keep notes in my phone, as I'm sure you do too, and about different ideas. And finally one day, mind you, we're living in a camper van right now. We're feet apart from each other this whole time. But I just said, I'm going to write this song while we're on the road. So I texted a friend of ours, Greg Huberty, his name is. He's our producer in Minnesota. And I said, shoot me a melody. I need a melody to put these lyrics together. And don't tell Tony, because I'm surprising him with this song. So he did it, and it was a cool experience because I could only write when we weren't together, which was basically when I was in the shower or when he was on the phone with his brother. It was about 2 times a day when I could.
2 opportunities there.
Yeah. And, but it took me like 3 weeks, I think. 3 weeks to finish it, which isn't too bad considering I didn't have much time. But it's called Salt of the Earth. And I think it's a really cool song. I'm so proud of it.
My favorite song. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I can see how the subject would be good for you. Will we be hearing this song on Thursday?
Yeah,
Yes, please.
we absolutely can. And it's cool because it samples one of our favorite songs, "Feet Don't Touch the Ground." It's Brandon Jenkins, Stony
wow.
who did it. It samples that song in it. So I thought that was cool because we've never done a sampling either in a song of ours. So
Okay.
But we'll play it on Thursday.
I'm excited for that.
Cool. Thanks.
By the way, I got to sneak in another story because you just said Brandon Jenkins.
Yeah.
When I was living in Nashville, I was trying to get, I won't say the name, but there was some very popular top 40 cat at the time. I was trying to get his autograph for my sisters and for my mom because they really liked him. And he just blew me off, didn't have anything to do with me. And this guy came up behind me, and he was like, us Texas boys need to stick together. Don't worry about those cats. And I turned around, and it was Brandon Jenkins.
What?
And him and his wife had just moved. Yeah, they had just moved to town. Unfortunately, it was like a month or two before he passed away. Him and his wife just moved there so he could do some co-writing and stuff in town. But I did get to meet him and hang out with him for a couple months. He was a really cool dude.
That's very cool. I love that.
Red Dirt legend.
Yes.
Yeah, so cool.
That's and it's like how we found him. We actually, like Stoney LaRue's version of "Feet Don't Touch the Ground" came across my Spotify, but that led us to Brandon.
Yes.
Like then we started digging into him more. We weren't familiar with him at that time, but we dug into him then because it was like, okay, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So
he's got an incredible catalog.
So cool. Yeah, it's a great guy. And I played that song at the campground that we're staying at right now. It's called Canopy RV Resort in New Braunfels. I played that song there. Yeah, we just had a little show here. And I played that, and then one of the guys said, Stoney LaRue was my, was it his college roommate? Or his fraternity
brothers.
Yeah, and we were like, what? And he pulled out his phone, and he started recording us. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, don't send it to him. No.
Someone else should play guitar. I can do basic strumming. I don't do any of the fancy things that you guys do. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
I would just
Don't let me into that. I don't play in front of people, so there's no fancy things at all here.
I've heard you pick a little bit.
You've heard me strum a little bit, maybe. You've never heard me pick anything.
Yeah, I do the basic strumming too. You should do some strumming with me, John, on that song.
I was going to
There
say,
you go.
I'll just stand behind the bar and sing along.
We got room up there.
I was going to say,
I've
do we
threatened-
get John on stage Thursday?
No.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Unless I'm fixing something on sound, John's not going to be on stage Thursday.
Hey, John, I'll make a deal with you. One of these days, you've been wanting me to play the piano on a roundup. I'll play an original song on the roundup when you come up there and play one song with us on the guitar.
Cool.
Well, I'm going to have to learn how to do that then. Because the fact that I don't play in front of people isn't the fact that I don't know how to do a little bit. It's because I don't ever practice, and I'm really not very good at it.
Well, you don't exactly have all the time in the world.
There are a few things on my to-do list, one or two anyways. Sometimes crazy cows get me too. That's
I
another
was about
story.
to
I will
ask
tell
you,
all
how are
that
you
story
feeling
next
today?
week. There are things that are sore that should not be.
Oh, no.
Wow. Did you have an incident?
Well, there was two incidents with one particular cow yesterday. She, at one point, tossed me up about 10 feet in the air.
Really?
And, while I was trying to climb a pipe fence to get away from her, so I landed on the fence. It wasn't, other than some
Scary.
bruises, but... And
People
another
are
time
so
she mashed me
impressed
pretty
by
hard.
people are so impressed by bull riders, but I'm more impressed by John because he rode a cow and a fence at the same time.
That is talent.
You know, we all have our own talents.
Yeah.
Well, you look good. Do you feel okay?
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
my
get too
right knee's
injured?
a little
Okay.
banged up. That's about the only thing.
Oh,
Actually, I had
scary.
a chiropractor appointment this morning and a massage after that, so that actually helped a whole lot.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways, enough about that experience. One question we really like to ask everybody, or at least I like to ask it, that comes on the songwriter sessions, is what's something, you know, that either you would want to tell or that you wish you were told when you were starting down this songwriting journey. So, you know, for the new aspiring guys and gals, what's your piece of advice for them?
I feel like there's so many things we've learned along the way. I guess for me, something off the top of my head would be just to stay true to who you are. Because you can't fake it. And if you can fake it for a little while, it's not going to last. You know, like we're husband and wife duo, and we genuinely enjoy spending time with each other. Because we have people say, how can you do it? I could never live in a camper van with my husband. I would kill him or whatever. But if it didn't work for us, we wouldn't do it. It's not for show.
It's not possible to fake it for 3 months in a van.
Right. Yet alone for years working together. So, just being true to who you are would be my biggest thing, I guess. What about you?
Well, it's something we've been told so many times, is just be a good hang. We find that more and more, the further into this we get, the people that we meet, there's stuff coming at you from every angle. At the end of the day, you really start to sort out and figure out who the good people are and who the hang is. And the ones that are successful in the business are typically the ones that are the best hang, and that's why, is because they're just genuinely good people. It's not because of something major that they're doing different, because there's 1,000 people with more talent than we have. There's a million more people with more talent than we have. But we try to just be good people and good in a room and be genuine. And like Cindy said, who do we are? Something that we wish we would have been told. I don't know how much work it is on the back end of this business. Whoa, going from cover band.
You did spend 25 years working in a sawmill, didn't you? So that should have prepared you for work, right?
Yeah, it's a different kind of work. Yeah, physical work I can handle and I can wrap my brain around, and at the end of the day, look back and go, yes, I've completed. This is what I've done. And this is
It's a different kind of. It's like a never-ending. Was this good enough? This was just super awesome show that we just did. We just played in this room we've been wanting to play in. But now what's next? And even on this tour that we're on, we're already planning our next, which I'm sure both of you know.
Yeah,
we're already planning 2027. So it's kind of like you have to stop yourself to be like, okay, we just played a show at the Redbird, and we're going to be playing at Wilson Valley again. We have to remind ourselves, because it's so easy to be like, what's next? What's next?
I feel really good that you mentioned us immediately after the Redbird.
Of course.
Well, we speak highly of you.
We really
tell every musician
so many people about you.
You have such a great room and a great thing up there.
Well, I appreciate that a whole lot.
We love that.
We try and make it easy for folks, and I mean, we like good music too, so it helps a whole lot.
And it shows. When we first
opened, that really wasn't part of the plan. I mean, I figured we would have music, but I'd never really, on the front end, I never really envisioned being a music venue, and we've very much become. I mean, any night we're open, unless somebody cancels, we've got live music. So
when I first met John, there was one piece of stage and a chair, and then it became two pieces of stage and three, and the next thing you know, we have a beautiful stage up here with, as you can see, everything that we need.
Yeah,
it's so nice, and all of those details, the stage and the sound, and I love that it's a family owned and operated, and last time your kids were sweeping the floor, and it was just so sweet. I love that. It's very endearing.
Whether they like it or not, they're going to be doing it again.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And then your menu and your cocktail. Yeah. We love that so much.
I mean, I just tried to put a place together where I'd like to hang out myself. So.
Exactly. Yes. Yep.
Well, one story Ely brought up when we met, I do have to. I probably told this story before, but I won't tell him again. And so there is another Texas musician named John Evans, and I think the first time that I called Ely, this is John Evans, he got really excited. I'm like, no, not that one. Yes.
So I have John on my phone as John Evans Whiskey, so I don't get him confused anymore.
There you go.
Perfect.
Now, there's you've probably heard of him, but he's kind of a big producer in the Austin down towards New Braunfels area, but good cat. He produces a lot of independent Texas songwriters and musicians.
We'll remember that name.
But this John Evans is a good one too.
Nice.
Well, I try to be okay at least.
Yeah, must be a solid name.
So, Ely, you got any other questions you want to ask Tony or Cindy?
No, I look forward to meeting y'all. Most of the people that we have here, I've known for a decade, and I've yet to meet y'all. John highly recommended y'all, said y'all were great, and would love to have y'all at the Roundup. So I look forward to meeting y'all and listening to your songs.
Likewise.
We're very much looking forward to it.
We've ran into a couple musicians, too, that have actually done this with you, Ely.
Oh, really?
Spoke very highly of you, so they said it was great.
Oh.
Just Hannah.
Oh,
she did the still.
Okay.
Well, it was actually kind of funny. We were in Lockhart, and we walked out of Black's Barbecue, and we were doing something in the van, and this couple walked by, and just gave us a nod and hello because our van door was open. We just started talking to them on the sidewalk, and it was Hannah and Michael was her boyfriend. They both play music.
Oh, okay.
And going to their little thing that night. They came to ours. Keith Davis was playing a show down there, and it was just funny how small. And we started talking, and then pretty soon Wilson Valley came up, and the whole deal. So it was cool.
Yes.
People say it's a small world, but the musician world is a very small world.
Yes, very.
And we had watched the still session that she had done. We watched it before because we've watched, I think, pretty much all of them. And then we were like, we saw yours. It was just funny.
I wish we could have worked it out where y'all could have done one.
Oh yeah.
But
Well,
the
next-
video guys they're shooting a feature film this month, so that knocked them out of April entirely. We do have another round scheduled, but that's not until May 7th, I think, is the next round.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Well, we'll try to next
So-
time. We'll
Next
try to
year we'll
plan
try and
it so we're
coordinate.
going through.
Next time, maybe we can coordinate it and make it work.
Absolutely.
Maybe by next time I'll have it set up in the tasting room where I can record that quality of video myself.
Oh,
Oh,
There you
that'd
go.
be
We'll
Yeah.
see. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes you got to temper what you want with what you can afford.
yeah. I get that.
This is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Well, Tony, Cindy, y'all have anything else that you want to share with the audience?
Well, we're pushing our song "Go On and Fly" right now out to radio.
Out to Texas and Midwest
Texas
radio.
and
yeah.
Midwest.
It's we
Nice.
actually touched the charts a little bit now. We moved up last week a little bit, and they got played on.
Congratulations.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And we're grassroots in it.
Yes,
like
we're
you
doing
said.
it ourselves.
How did you put that, John? You temper what you want and what you can afford.
Yeah.
So we are grassroots to the radio ourselves, and we had like 29 stations up in Minnesota, up in Midwest, play terrestrial radio, spin that tune.
And some down here in Texas. so
Yes,
it's pretty
Texas
cool.
has actually shown us some love on that song too. We'll play it. We'll play it next Thursday at the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Y'all, how did y'all find out about Wilson Valley?
So that was last year. Was it on Facebook?
Yeah, that's again like behind the scenes stuff. I spend huge amounts of time on booking and researching venues, and I
Nice.
just. I came. I don't know how I came across Wilson Valley, but I messaged John, and he actually responded, which in the
Yeah.
booking world is a huge win. Just a response.
Yeah. No kidding. No kidding.
Hey.
All right. I made it back in.
I've been having the trouble lately with venues reaching back like a week, like months after I emailed them, and I've already booked up through the rest of the year. And
Yeah.
then they're like, "Hey, can you play next Friday?" And I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
I booked that months ago. Like that's not how it works." And it's kind of alarming because sometimes it's like like Pootie's Roadhouse, which
Yeah.
I love playing there. But they're a well-respected music place, but they do a lot of last-minute stuff. I'm like, y'all should be booking out months in advance, which I think they do with their full band stuff. But solo stuff, they're just kind of calling you up like, "Hey, can you come do this real quick?"
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Realize they got a gap, and yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the booking can be a beast, and that I will give Tony full
Yes.
credit. He does all of that for us. And it's so different in Minnesota. When we were playing only in Minnesota before we started touring more, it was so easy because we had the relationships with the venues already. So we wouldn't even, they
Yeah.
would reach out to us. We didn't, as
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of them reach out to you too in your area. But once we started going out, it's harder to break into new scenes. So so it was so nice. We were so thankful that John responded and he's like, "Yeah, let's get you a show." And we brought some friends and advertised for that show, put ads out because we were like, "Oh, we want to get
I mean,
people there."
If we get a show, we want to make it successful.
Yes.
Like,
Hey, I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
And you bet.
Well, thank y'all for jumping on the interview with us today. I'm gonna go ahead and close it
Thank you
out,
for having us.
and we can keep talking, but that way it can upload what we need.
Perfect.